Hi, I'm Micah Parkin, and I am the Executive Director for 350 Colorado. And I guess I kind of got started in this path when I was in college. I was a biology and psychology major. I got out of university and thought that I wanted to be a teacher, actually, and did teach for about 3 years, environmental education at the Audubon, Louisiana Nature Center, handling alligators and fun things like that. But I actually did a trip around the world with my husband when we were very young. We were in our early 20s, and when I was traveling in several of the countries, I realized in some cities I had to wear a scarf around my face because the pollution levels were so heavy that you could barely even breathe the air. And I started to become more and more aware of the impact of energy and burning fossil fuels on pollution levels and the effects on our health and the health of our environment and of our planet. So I decided when I was traveling that I wanted to focus on energy and promoting renewable energy and the transition away from fossil fuels when I returned to the United States. So I started working a lot with volunteering for organizations like the Sierra Club and other groups, and I started to learn more about energy policy and realized that that was the area I wanted to focus more in, is trying to promote policies that would encourage our transition away from fossil fuels to clean renewable energy like wind power and solar power. And so I started to learn as much as I possibly could on my own and from a lot of smart people around me. And I worked as the program director for a group called the Alliance for Affordable Energy in New Orleans, Louisiana for several years. And then I guess it was in 2005, I'm starting to forget now, we had Hurricane Katrina hit in New Orleans, and many people say that that's the impact of climate change. And of course the biggest impact of burning fossil fuels is climate change, the fact that we're overheating our planet. And so that was something I had been working on at the Alliance for Affordable Energy, is trying to educate more people about the impacts of climate change and how rapidly we need to be transitioning off fossil fuels to prevent that. Well, so climate change is causing more of these sort of extreme weather events like Hurricane Katrina that hit New Orleans in 2005. And so we stayed. I went back after we were allowed to re-enter the city for about 2 more years, and I helped with the sustainable rebuild of the city. And we did projects like installing solar panels on some of the hardest hit neighborhoods in the 9th Ward of New Orleans. But in the end, because I have 2 young children of my own, I wanted to move to a safer place, ideally a place that was less prone to extreme weather events than New Orleans. So I moved to Boulder, Colorado. Of course, we just saw that nowhere is safe from the impacts of climate change. We just had a really bad flood last year in Boulder. So basically, you know, we have to work wherever we are to try and stop climate change. It doesn't matter if you're in New Orleans or Boulder, anywhere it's susceptible to these sorts of impacts of droughts and wildfires and flooding. So I've continued to work here in Boulder, both for a group first called One Sky, and then now a group called 350.org, which is based on trying to build a really powerful, strong movement to transition society away from fossil fuels to a clean energy future and a safe, healthy future that isn't overheating the planet, basically, is what 350 is all about. And you can find out more if you go to 350.org. Thank you.